drop a beat.
This is how it starts.
Y'all didn't know I have a DJ name on the weekends?
We drop a different beat.
All right, it is time for the Funkast Blast.
Ooh, Funkast Blast. Funkast Blast.
Funkast
Pew.
Blast.
Pew, pew, pew.
Funkast Blast. Funkast Blast. Pew, pew, pew.
Today we won't chew into the mics this time.
Is that a better one?
That was awesome.
What's up, Fanatics? Welcome to episode 120 of the Funko Funkast, the only official Funko podcast recorded at Funko HQ in Everett, Washington. This is your host, Sully.
This is Cameron.
It's Ashley from work.
Yep.
And that's
it.
the gang.
Woo!
What a rare combo.
Yeah, I don't know if we've had just the three of us on before.
No.
Well, we'll see what you guys think about it. Hillary and Dima are on the road taking some much-needed R&R, but they'll be back soon.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
By the time this goes up,
They're on a plane right now, probably.
they'll already be here. With tales of Nolans.
Nolans.
That's how you have to say
Will
it.
they go to Oklahoma and
They did
New
go
Orleans?
there, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got some stories coming our
Yeah.
way.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, if this is your first time listening, we record weekly to bring you the latest reveals, listener questions, hints, bad dad jokes, pop culture discussions, and our own original games. Sorry, spoiler alert, there's not one this week. And giveaways. That should make up for it. Some people are here for those giveaways. If you'd like to play a little bingo while you listen along, again, no prize, just for fun, but it'll get you ready for, what do we got coming up? NYCC Funkast Live?
New York Comic Con 2019.
That is like very close.
If you download the
Like
app,
15 days?
we're in there. We're in the app.
We're in the app.
We're in the programming.
I'm honored.
That's crazy.
Who else is Tom Hiddleston's going to be there. We'll be there. We're
Paul
just-
Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Rudd's going to be
we're
there.
just-
Yeah, we're
hanging
we're just
amongst those.
alongside. Like if it was a festival lineup, we would be probably like lower
Mid-tier.
middle. Not the tiny font, not the big font.
You could still read it.
You could read it.
Yeah.
A good
Yeah.
11-pointer.
It would be long too, because it'd be the Funko Funkast Live, and then all of our names in parentheses, and then like a bunch of bat emojis for Dima and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Some food emojis in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
It
shoe.
wouldn't be a
be
Funkast
solid.
without some emojis.
yeah,
Oh.
gotta have an emoji. Maybe one bad dad joke also as part of the name, so that we can just like we have
we
a
take
whole
up 2 lines.
So we're the middle section.
Yeah.
I like this as a concert tee that we should have. We just all the rest is blah 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 blah
love
blah,
it.
and then us.
We're like the earliest time on the smallest stage, but
Yeah.
still counts.
By the way, you bring up a good point. I know Hiddleston and Rudd probably listen to the Funkast. You
Of
guys,
course.
open invitation to you guys if you want to join us on the Funkast Live. We will have a chair
Come on,
set
Mr.
aside
Rudd.
for you.
The Rudd man. Did you see Netflix is coming out with a show where 2 Paul Rudds are the star?
Ooh, no.
Yeah, it's a Paul Rudd featuring Paul Rudd.
Wow.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
even need to see
I
the
don't
trailer.
need to know anything else.
Yep, there
I'll
you go.
watch it.
I feel that seems to be the internet sentiment too. So
That's my
That guy-
sister-in-law's
that guy does
dream
not
guy,
age.
so she's in.
He doesn't age.
Nope. I feel like he's gonna be one of those Robert Redford types though that for like 50 years doesn't age, and then
And then
overnight,
all of a sudden it's like,
grandpa.
whoa.
Yeah,
but like nice grandpa.
Oh.
Not like,
not MCU. Yeah,
not like melted wax sculpture grandpa.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
not that
That's
guy.
fair. That's a fair point.
So what was I saying? Bingo. Yeah, if you want to practice your bingo for the New York Comic Con Funcast Live, you can go to ithinkpixels.com/bingo or go to some of our recent blog posts with the Funcast in there and bring it up on your mobile device or computer and play along. I don't know why I like saying that,
Yeah.
but I do. All right, Funcast Blast is up first. That is the Funcast Blast.
Oh, who does it?
Hillary's the only one that does it. I never felt.
Should we
Like it was
we
my-
should take a moment of silence.
Let's each
Should we do
try-
something else like ow, ow, ow?
Can we each do our impersonation of Hillary doing pew pew pew?
I don't
feel
even
like
want to dabble in that.
I don't even I think that would that might go
That's just wrong.
that would be weird.
Yep.
So what would your alternative
Just
for?
howling.
Just screaming as loud as we
Ow!
possibly
Fight!
can.
Fight. Fight. That's my alternative.
Instead, it's just actually chanting "fight."
Unrelated to anything in this box. Yeah, okay. I'm down with it.
Neither of you have had pre-workout yet, right?
No, I haven't had any today.
I had
You
burn.
had
haven't
some.
worked out yet.
So you had some
I had
burn,
burn. Yeah,
which is
feeling it.
it's Ghost product.
Thank you,
Yes.
Ghost.
Okay.
Ghost.
Brought to you by Ghost.
We don't have
Ghost
Hillary.
lifestyle.
We don't have Dima. We don't have a wheel.
Wow.
This is so
Should
weird.
they be? Should it just be 3 all plays?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's just.
all play number one. What a coinkydink. Starting with Cameron to my left.
Yo.
What is your favorite Funko find in the wild? I put air quotes up. regular retail store like Hot Topic, GameStop, Barnes & Noble, etc. That is from Patricia Strending. So have you found anything really cool in the wild?
Honestly, it's less about one thing and more about like I'll go, if I go into a Barnes & Noble or something, like I'll actually go look at the shelves and just see what's there out of curiosity. And every once in a while I find a chase and it's cool. But I don't ever really take it because I'm not like a big collector really.
How many times have you found a chase?
There's a Barnes & Noble that is in Pacific Place.
Pacific Place.
Oh,
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of weird because it has a lower and upper level, but in the lower level near all the comics and stuff, I've seen a chase there a couple of times. Yeah.
Pro tip.
Yeah. And also my local Bartell Drugs has a bunch of
There's
pops
some
all of a
good
sudden.
stuff at Bartell's just in general.
They're just there.
Travel supplies.
Yeah.
It's great.
I have one near me, but the few times where I've had to stop on the way home for something, they haven't had that one item I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go there quite a bit.
How about you? What was your
I'm
best?
pretty similar to Cameron. Usually, if I can't find it in the store, because we're privileged enough to work above the store, I'm not usually pop hunting. But I will, like, if I'm at Target or whatever, I'll look and see what they have and just kind of be like, dang, that's old. Or, like,
Or like that's way newer than I thought. Like we just announced that. It's crazy. It's already out.
So I always like to see, like, their displays and how it's merchandised and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I don't usually pop hunt in the wild.
Speaking of discoveries, I think we've talked about this. There's actually from like 15 years ago, Funko sneakers.
Yeah.
I think that was like a find that wasn't in the wild or anything, but I know we were like looking that
They
up.
kind of
and
look like bowling shoes.
There's
don't
only
they?
like 40 or something. There's
Yeah, we should ask
25,
Becker
something
about
like that. Becker, yeah, that was like, a long time, way before Pop. But they're like PF flyers basically, and they're really just like really classic looking shoes. They're white canvas, it looks like, with some hits of red on it. You'd probably be a fan, honestly.
I was going to say, I might pick up on those just from what if the sneakerheads find out about it?
Yeah. I mean, I think the one post I saw tied back to the Fanatic forum, but otherwise I haven't seen it. I mean, I don't check every day or anything, but I haven't seen it on eBay or anything, so I don't know where they are. Who has those? Probably all the Fanatics.
Yeah, probably.
The issue with like their name on the side,
That'd be
their
cool.
board name.
That would actually be awesome.
That would be cool.
I mean, if anybody's looking to get rid of a 10.5, let me know.
I'll take a 12 or 13. Anyone out there listening? And then for me, I think my favorite find in the wild was when I probably in my second or third year of collecting, I used to go to Bedrock Comics in Houston all the time. They have several locations on Washington. I would go there every Wednesday for New Comic Book Day and see what the new releases were. I walk in one day and I'm going through all the normal stuff I've seen sitting in there forever. And right on the front is DC The Flash Chase, which those were not easy to come by. And I hesitantly walked over and picked it up so no one would see me eyeballing it, and immediately went to check out expecting the lady to go, "Oh, that'll be $90."
Right.
Instead, she just beep, "That'll be 11 whatever with tax." And I was like, I grabbed it and ran out of the store. I'm like, "Y'all are not getting this back."
Yeah.
That happened to me, not pop related, but I used to go to Everyday Music in Bellingham when I went to college, and I found a Yeah Yeah Yeah's album that was like a press of it that had the album artwork on it. It was in this clear packaging, and I found it in the used section for like $10. And I was so excited I bought it and took it home and just listened to it. Like, it was that thing of like, this is so cool, this is mine now, and I'm gonna take it home.
Is
Yeah.
that pretty lofty value on something?
I don't know.
Where you kind of look around and you're like, is anyone else seeing
Yeah.
this? Do I
Like-
have to fight people for
Yeah,
this?
like, is this? Is it
Fight,
going to be $90 when I get up there? It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't know if it's lofty pricing or anything, but I've checked discographies or whatever, Discogs, and it's like, I don't know, $100 or something.
Oh,
But,
hey.
yeah.
That's rad.
Yeah,
And you're not going
but
to
I understand that feeling.
but it's cool to know.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see it, you're like, sneak up to the register.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I used to shop at a Academy in Texas a lot. It's like Bass Pro Shops kind of, but they have other stuff, more clothing, whatever. But inevitably, I would find something there, go to checkout, and it would be cheaper. So it became almost like this like scavenger hunt of what can I find today that might be actually cheaper than what it was advertised
Buying
at.
stuff in the wild.
I think they did it on
Seriously.
purpose.
That's like I went to Foot Locker this past weekend and returned those Odell Beckham Jr. 720s.
Yeah.
They were too small, and like
Those
those
are
are harder
nice.
shoe to find, and like the people were like gawking at it, and I was like, "Can I return the shoe or not?" Like
This isn't show and tell.
Yeah, I was was like, you can gawk at it when we're done. Like, I remember doing that at Vans when you'd get something rare returned, and it would be like, look at this. Whose size is this?
man.
You know, and it was like, I just want the $200 back.
Yeah.
Thanks, bye.
It's funny. You have the experience on the other side, though,
Yeah,
where you're
and
like,
I'm like-
finally something interesting happening today.
Right? I'm like, hello. It's like, I should have just shipped these back, I guess.
I wonder if anybody in our store downstairs has ever had a return of like some really expensive
Oh
prop
my
from
gosh.
several years
Like, are
ago.
you sure
Funko
you want to
shop
return
drop or
these?
Right? I doubt it's happened, but you never know.
Yeah.
All right, another all play. We'll start with Ashley on this one from Lucas Bronner, a.k.a.
Lukey Dookie.
Lukey Dookie. If you went back to college tomorrow, there's a horrifying thought. What's the first class you'd want to take? Could it
Ooh.
be purely for fun or educational
Is
purposes?
that like redoing college or going back to college in current state?
Let's just say you were going to get another degree. You wanted to tack that onto the old resume.
That sounds painful. I would probably go to school because I did all of my college online. So just being physically I did a couple classes at campus, but just being physically at a campus, I wish I actually would have gone to Wazoo instead of doing it online and lived in like the middle of nowhere and done that experience of like being in school and meeting friends. So
It is an experience.
yes, I would have done that. Class-wise, I don't know. I probably, now thinking about it, should have gone into like physical therapy or something like that. But
With your love for sports,
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
There's still time.
I'm old.
There's always time.
Yeah,
I'm old and
if
I
you're
got a
old,
lot of
I'm
debt.
dead.
And this is what it is. This is me now.
This is me.
I come from the last generation of us that probably had to go sit in a class, and laptops weren't, accessible enough at the point. So we actually sat there and took notes. Mm-hmm. I tried to stay awake.
I did that even online. I took handwritten notes.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. I've always learned better that way.
You're a rare breed.
That helps me remember, too.
Yep.
I think if I went back, I would be horrible at everything because I've lost all those skills. But some sort of, I don't know. I like science. I don't even think I could do math anymore, honestly.
Dude,
Math
like-
was hard for me. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
They used to be my go-to. But if I try to do anything, be it like solve for X now, I would scream and throw the paper.
Oh, you
and-
do great.
I don't know
feel like
about
it would
that.
come right
It's
back
like riding
to
a
you.
bike.
Yeah, it's
Solve
like
for X.
solving for X, riding a bike.
Yeah.
You're fine.
How about you?
Classic murder mystery.
There's a podcast for that. There's a podcast category for that now.
I really liked. I took a linguistics class. I really liked breaking down kind of why languages are the way that they are. I thought that was really cool. It's kind of like a puzzle. I really liked that, and
Like
probably
pig Latin.
I'm sure that was a major focus. Yeah.
100% pig Latin.
I bet.
Say that in Pig Latin.
Okay.
And then also, I would have liked to study more like cinematography in movies. I think
Yeah.
that there's a lot that goes hand in hand there.
I
With,
took a few of those courses. Those were fun.
Yeah,
And
like
you watch like the old movies that you wouldn't watch.
All right. I
Yeah.
would like to change my answer now to that.
my brother-in-law is a senior in high school, and he is taking a movies and literature course. And he was walking through his list, and there was like sci-fi, westerns, like all of these classics in it. And he was just like, yeah, and all we have to do is watch the movie and then write an essay about it each time. I was like, I would do that for fun.
Yeah, right?
Absolutely.
I would do that like as a book club kind of thing. Like come with a thesis and then prove it. Like it would just be really fun.
I stood in line for SDCC Hall H. I want to say it was 2014 or 2015. With there was a lady in our group who didn't say a lot, but you get to know everybody around you. And about halfway through the tenths, I can measure it by the number of turns we took. She chimed in and said, "Well, I'm actually a professor at Penn State. I think it was Penn State, and she teaches a class on pop culture every semester, but changes the focus every single semester.
Cool.
So one, it was Lego. Another one, it was Doctor Who. Another was Firefly. And that's what I think why she chimed into the conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would come up there just to come sit in on your class. Like, that sounds amazing. To be able to not
would be
only
cool.
watch those things and talk about them, but have like real debates. And I think that would be a lot of
Any
fun.
class where you can get credit for the answer being Nathan Fillion.
I should be in it and or teach.
He's just like Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion.
He's like, oh, dang it.
I'm sorry,
I was
but
close.
Nathan,
I was close.
Nathan Fillion is not the C on this Scantron. I'm writing down in my notes Nathan Fillion just because it feels good to take that out.
Brief
I'm out.
moment just so let's solely right Nathan Fillion.
Just
Why does it have a giant heart next to it?
Yeah.
I guess
couldn't-
never mind.
I couldn't make the heart
Call
any
me.
bigger.
Why does it?
Limited in space on my paper here. God bless that man. All right, we all got through that one, right?
that was
This one starts with me. If you could be Nathan Fillion. No,
Sully's notebook just says like Sully Fillion on it.
Mr. Fillion.
No,
Sully
wait, would it be
Fillion.
would it
Mr.
be
Mr.
Nathan
Fillion.
Sully? Because
Mr. Fillion.
Doctor's Fillion.
PhD.
That's awesome.
All right, from Chris Mazzacampo.
Oh,
If you
that's
could
really
choose to make a
sweet.
sequel to a new movie from any movie of your choice, which movie would you choose? I'm not thinking remakes, and it doesn't have to be a Disney movie. Okay, so a sequel to a new movie, not a remake.
How new?
Let's go last 20 years. Is that too?
The
Let's go
cutoff
last.
is 1999.
Oof, well, then I'll go The Matrix, but that's happening.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. Let me choose another one then. What's something that kind
I
of
feel like a
It's
lot of
tough.
the movies that don't have sequels, like they were
Shouldn't.
meant to probably just
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
that.
Like
Like I would say like Beetlejuice, but like that's prime as is. Like
Yeah.
don't mess with that. Same with like Disney
to the
talking about
Future.
redoing Home Alone. Leave it.
No, yeah, don't
like
touch
They have
you
to
know,
do
I
it
know
for
they
the
did
new
2
generation.
and 3, but
Well,
like,
two was a classic too. It's
2
just
was a
once you get to
classic, too.
3, it's
3
like
was
who
like,
even
who
is
is this
that kid?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know you. I didn't watch you eat pizza in a limo. I don't
right?
care about you.
we haven't bonded in that
Sorry,
way.
Yeah.
sorry. I feel like everything's getting sequels or remakes now, so it's kind of hard to pick.
There's so many books that can be made into movies, though,
Totally,
which is insane.
Totally. They could do the Golden Compass series as like a.
I'm surprised they haven't.
They tried it in like the
Yeah.
early 2000s and it wasn't quite right. I think they're doing a like His Dark Materials series, but
Yeah,
God,
I
I
did see
loved those
something on
books
that.
when I was younger.
Yeah.
Or like a Phantom Tollbooth movie or something. Love
I'll
that
stick
book.
with The Matrix.
Okay, all right.
It's all that coming into this noggin right now. How about you?
Yeah, I mean that's a really tough one because I just feel like everything's. Oh, you know what? Tombstone, but
Oh,
spelled
dang.
with 2 at the front. Tombstone.
I like it. I like where your head's at.
Yeah,
That would
and then
baffle
Threemstone.
anyone who's been on the internet won't know the difference between T-O-Mstone, T-W-O-Mstone, T-O-O-Mstone. They would just want to know. They'll be like, I don't get it.
Formstone, Fimestone.
And now it's a Fast and Furious franchise at that point.
Oh, that crossover.
The fate of Tombstone.
I don't really have one. I'm a big Wes Anderson fan, and I really like that he uses a lot of the same actors over and over again. But like, a sequel to really any of his movies would be great. Like,
Has he
there's-
ever done a sequel? I didn't think so.
Yeah.
More Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Y'all were talking about that just the other day.
I love that
I
movie.
love that movie.
Need to watch it. I'm sorry that I haven't.
Have you haven't seen it before?
No.
Have you seen Isle of Dogs?
No. I've got that
Little
on my list,
puppies
too.
in there.
Those are well, I don't know.
Look like little
Spoil it.
Ferguses.
They do.
guy?
They do. For a guy. Hey, Fergus became famous over the weekend.
He almost
Do you
is
wanna
at
talk through that?
4,000 tweets.
Yeah, 4,000 likes.
Or 4,000 likes. Yeah. So my mom washed his blanket and
Best friend.
his best friend. He gets really upset about his blanket, carries it all over the place. It's like a huge blanket. He has a couple of them. And so she washed it and put it in the washer. And then he looked at her and was like, he was going after it, like he was going to go in the washer. And so she has like a sequence of photos of him like looking at it. And so I tweeted it out and tagged We Rate Dogs. And it's kind of,
It's
it's been out there. And then
Yeah.
I gave it another bump.
Yeah.
Saying that my baby's
Fergus
going to be
went-
a star.
He went viral.
He did.
Slightly.
Was it a photo or a video?
It was 3 photos
Really?
of him like, oh, my blanket
Oh,
is
he's-
being washed.
I want to see a video of her like hovering over and dropping it and him like getting all
I'll let him
excited.
out, and he just like carries that thing around.
He's so cute.
yeah,
He's so
just
cute.
a doofus.
Yeah.
But
That's how dogs should be.
Yeah.
That makes them more fun. All right, that was the Funcast Blast for this week. If you'd like to send in questions for future Funcasts, you can send those to podcast@funko.com, which, friendly reminder, not a customer service channel.
Except for the hours of
It's
4 and 5
6
p.m.
and 8.
Pacific Standard Time on
Yeah.
Fridays. Get in there.
Sure.
Sully will be there.
Sure. Happy
Sully will
hour.
be there
Happy
waiting.
hour rules. Yeah, only answered from a local pub. All right, moving on to Fanatic of the Week. A few weeks ago, we launched the new Funko Fanatic 2.0, where we're looking for potential candidates on our social media channels who are using Fanatic of the Week and My Funko Story as hashtags. Our most recent winner is Dusty Strutton, who
Great
sounds
name.
like a character from Tombstone, right?
Totally.
Dusty Strutton.
Yep. Absolutely.
He's from Greenville, South Carolina, so I bet he has a cool accent to go with it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not poking fun. I'm from the South. It's okay. He's been collecting since 2014, and he's really into pop photography. So if you get a chance, go check out his blog post, which actually went up today, Monday the 16th. We waited a little longer than normal, but we wanted to get it just right. That is up. You can go take a look at his images, and then while you're in there, click on his Instagram handle. Go check out his Instagram profile. And then if you would like to apply, all the instructions are at the bottom of that post, but a reminder to share your photos on Twitter or Instagram with Fanatic of the Week and My Funko Story hashtags. That was an intense look I just saw from you. You all right there?
I'm good. I was thinking about like two different things. But
At least you didn't go cross-eyed. Every once in a while I'll look over. Ashley's on my left. I'll look over at her desk, and she's giving me this weird cross-eyed, goofy look.
I do that to like a handful of people, and then I do it to Jax quite a bit, and then she'll like, if we're with someone else, she'll be like, "Why don't you ever do it to anyone else?" And then I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So
I've never done that in my
Like
life.
I've
Mr.
never done that in my
Snuffleupagus.
life. Yeah, I was like, okay.
No, there's no proof
I
that
don't
exists.
cross my eyes. I cannot even do that.
All right, listener questions. Some of you guys emailed in over the last couple weeks, so big thank you to MC, Corwin the Great, a.k.a. Apollo 17, Jed Wagman, Stephanie Tebbs, Joey Toncray, Jaredy, a.k.a. Yoj Collects, David Wu, Vin Lee, and Benjamin.
The mysterious Benjamin.
Benjamin. Got a couple questions. First up, David Vu hit us with the double tap of questions about Funkoverse. First question: with Funko releasing its Funkoverse game, what tabletop game would you like to see become Funko-fied? I'm putting that in air quotes too. So we'll start with Cameron on this one. If there was another type of game that could be Funko-fied, what would it be? What
It'd be
would you
cool
like?
to do the Jumanji game pieces as pops. That'd be really cool.
About you?
I would say Monopoly.
That
I
was
always
what-
played that with
yeah.
my grandma when I was a kid. I think we could do really cool pieces and have different,
That'd be a great like mystery mini set or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
other form factors into different types of board games would be cool.
Yeah.
Like I know
Mystery
Monopoly
Minis
does a
or
lot of collabs with other
PSH.
brands and stuff. So
Ooh, yeah, could you imagine well, you don't play with the Monopoly guy, you play with the different pieces. Like
Yeah.
the guy on the horse. But would it be cool
Wheelbarrow.
if the little Monopoly guy PSH you could run around the board?
that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty good.
That'd be neat. Pocket Pop keychains won't stand up so well, so just
Yeah.
FYI.
PPK.
What game would I do? Monopoly's what came to mind first for me as well, so that'd be good. I don't know what else. Maybe
about,
some
like,
card
Clue?
games. Oh, Clue.
Clue would be amazing.
The
like
board
the
for-
classic Clue
Yeah.
characters. That would be great.
That would be good. And that's one of those
Yeah.
where they've done every version of Clue. I have Supernatural Clue.
What were you
in it.
saying? Sorry, I cut you off.
I don't remember. It wasn't good, I'm sure.
All right, well, we're going with Clue.
Yeah.
What if we did go ahead, Sully, you got it.
But while I still have
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Wait, what was it? No, I'm just kidding. The board for Clue looks a lot like the board for Funkoverse with the grids
It
and
does,
the walls.
yeah.
So there is something there already. What were you saying?
Something like a tarot card set, but of Funko characters.
Oh, you just made a lot of people mad.
Why?
Wow.
I don't know. Today's card.
Oh, you mean like if you get a bad one?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so. I guess they could all be positive, I guess.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
don't know.
There's
Yeah.
the
There we go.
Yeah, the fun,
twist.
fun tarot cards.
Yeah, I was looking for a word of those
With
mashed up.
crystals and stuff.
Well, probably wouldn't go crystals, but nothing wrong if you do. Just
Do you?
I mean, do you, man?
yeah, crystal it up.
David Vu said that he'd love to see Settlers of Catan have a Funko version. The roads could be pint-sized heroes, settlements represented by minis, cities represented by pops. Not sure what the 4 resources would be. He put some thought into that.
Yeah.
His second question about related to Funkoverse is, currently a single Funkoverse game keeps within the same license. What 2 licenses would you love to see compete in a Funkoverse game? So maybe in a future version, there's like something v something, where you get 2 or 4 pops from different licenses together.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
What 2 would you pit against one another?
Like they're set up together as 2 separate things combined, or all in one pack as
I'm-
like a crossover.
I'm feeling like one pack.
One
Like,
pack.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
gotcha.
if 2 licenses would allow that. That's probably not going to happen, but you never know.
Like I don't know. I was thinking like Rick and Morty and like Mortal Kombat or something.
Mortal Kombat came to mind for me
good.
too.
Like, that'd be weird.
You could have like Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, Rick and Morty and anything would
Marvel
be weird.
versus Capcom.
Oh, yeah, why not? There's a
Yeah.
That'd
precedent
be awesome.
as a board game.
As a board
Rick and
game.
Morty versus Bob's Burgers. Animation.
Rick and Morty versus Back to the Future. Rick and Marty versus Doc and Morty.
Rick and Morty versus U.S. history.
No, so that's
We're just getting ready for the show.
Bill and Ted versus
Rick and Morty.
historical
versus
characters.
the Matrix.
Ooh,
Just a Keanu
all
specific.
Keanu set.
Keanu-verse.
Wow, that's good. I like that. And there's a bunch you could have a Keanu set. You could have a Sam Jackson set.
Ooh, we're on.
There's some people who are just in a ton of movies.
Yeah. It'd be fun to have the ad icons fight each other.
Oh,
Like, then have
Ooh.
you're onto something there. I really dig this.
That would be great.
You play as Kool-Aid Man. He can bust through any wall.
Yeah, I mean, like, we just released Big Yella. Like, if you had all the cereals fighting each other, that'd be kind of cool
I like it.
That seems very possible.
to be the breakfast champion.
Ooh. You have to play it in the morning. No.
You have
let's
to
see.
eat that cereal the whole time you're playing.
Did we all answer that one?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Let's see. David said, I would love to see DC heroes versus Marvel heroes, DC villains versus Marvel villains, and so on and so on. Like, David, I have to have a character limit on future questions. No, I'm just kidding. All right, from Benjamin, I'll kick this one off. What would Pennywise appear as to scare you?
Ooh.
So, yeah, my understanding is he can appear as whatever frightens you, right?
Yep.
That's the gist of it. I'm not a big fan of cockroaches, so that could be one, or anything pertaining to touching an eyeball. Just a giant eye with I was watching the new John Wick over the weekend, Part 3, and there's a scene where he's fighting a dude, and he has a knife.
That was excellent.
I don't know why I didn't see this coming, but all of a sudden the tip of the knife is right in the guy's eye, and I'm like jumping off the couch going, oh!
Awesome.
I made that exact noise.
What if he showed up as like a closed Whataburger?
R.I.P.
That is some scary.
I'm gonna need a moment of silence. Let's not even kid about this, kids.
I'm sorry, Sully. I didn't mean to make you sad.
I
for real.
don't know. We're gonna have to end right here. What do you got, Cam?
Well, I mean, weirdly enough, I am very much not cool with clowns. So, I mean, Pennywise could show. But I will say, like, and I know we have a point here in a second to talk about it. But like Pennywise, the more I see Pennywise in the movies, the more endearing it is kind of to me. Like, not so scary. That, and then I always think that it's really creepy when he shows up as Georgie. So any kind of like creepy kid or like creepy doll is not my favorite.
Yeah. Like that in the scene in the first one when he was in the attic with all the dolls and Mike walked in and it was just like,
that's not great. Or, yeah.
yeah. I don't really know if I have anything that would be ultra terrifying. I think if it was he came back as a loved one that had passed away, that would probably really freak me out.
It's horrifying.
Kind of like Beverly's scene in 2 with the old woman, but yeah, not for me. And clowns are gross.
What is that?
Not every clown. There are some clean clowns, I'm sure.
He's a clean clown.
But
What?
At times. At times.
Yeah. You just kombucha girled me.
Wait. Oh.
It's a great meme.
I'm sorry. I really did.
We're raised on circuses, and like I was raised on Bozo the Clown, and these clowns are all prevalent and supposed to be things we like.
Yeah.
And then immediately you flip over, and it's the scariest ass.
It's like it is just holding a knife is the difference.
Or I would say something with animals. That would probably mess me up, especially if it was your own animal.
Oh, like walking on
Fergus.
hind legs.
Yeah, all of a sudden is a real creep. Wouldn't be into it.
What do you mean by real like
I
climb
don't know,
up the
just,
wall
like,
or something?
All of a
Or,
sudden he's like 6 feet tall and can walk on his hind legs and like
Getting your own food now, buddy.
yeah, like ravenous. I don't know.
It's like, where's my blanket?
yeah, he can speak like a grown man.
He just throws his blanket
Business
into the
suit
Grand
on, and he
Canyon.
makes 6 figures, and you're just like, huh?
Well, then he can take care of you and feed
Yeah,
you.
right.
Wait, then you're the
The
pet.
roles. Yeah, and I'm in a kennel all of a sudden, and
As long as you can work out.
yeah, I guess. Let me run like a pony.
No, we saw that video too.
We did. We've
Oh my
seen that. That's weird.
No,
The
no,
internet is
That woman,
weird.
that woman running as a yeah. That
Yes.
one's it's amazing.
Shockingly
Could you
well.
do that? Could you do that?
That cannot be
No.
good for your spine.
No,
Ugh.
you do it for the art. It's like how
World-renowned.
ballet,
How
like
she gallops over that picnic table.
when she leaps over, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever
It's
seen.
elegant.
It's like a ballerina.
Majestic, even.
I think Jesse showed me that video first.
Oh, of course. I don't
Bless
know
him.
where he finds the stuff that he
know.
finds, but I don't want to see the stuff he doesn't share.
Yeah, right.
That is a good call out
It's a
right
different account.
there. All right, that was our questions of the
Cold
week.
vents.
Thank you to everyone who emailed them. Again, if you'd like to email questions for future podcasts, you can send those to podcast@funko.com. All right, some general topics. What's going on in and around Funko, but mostly just what are we into right now? That's what this seems to be, which is
Yep.
absolutely fine. First up, New York Comic Con. We put out a blog post on Funko.com with everything you need to know about NYCC, and that had,
More information will come. So,
but it had some instructions on lottery, right?
yes, had lottery instructions, talked about the podcast. We'll have a few more details coming up, but we'll put shared exclusives on there eventually when we reveal those. Has pricing on there. But yeah, if you're a premier, I think they called it a premier badge holder for NYCC.
Verified
or
fan, I
something.
think. Yeah.
You can register for the lottery now. So.
And there are instructions that they've been sharing on their social
Yes.
channels
Yes.
on how to finish or see that process
Yep.
through.
Might as
So
well
go
get
do
that
it.
all
done.
right there.
No reason to wait.
Every year I go and I stand outside at the line or answer questions for people that are coming up, and every year I hear the, well, I didn't know. So
We're telling you.
telling you, and I know most everybody that listens to this has got it.
Oh yeah.
They're in.
Yes.
But go help your fellow
Yeah.
fanatics.
Tell other
If you know that they're going to the show,
Yeah.
send them a quick message. Hey, do lottery? Did you do it?
Yeah, just get on it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. Just do it.
That could be a really good slogan for a company.
I don't see how.
No? Okay. Shot down. And then you mentioned the Funcast Live. That is happening. We are verified ourselves and ready to go for that one. Thursday, October 3rd at 7:45 p.m. I saw a few people going, why is it so late? On Twitter. We don't pick the time, but we're going to be there, and hopefully it doesn't mean, or it means that you don't have conflicts at that
Yeah.
time.
Just come sit, hang
And
out.
I think it's going to be just a straight up weird show because we're going to be tired.
Absolutely.
like every time.
Yeah.
I mean, last New York Comic Con.
That has to be the latest we've ever done, though.
Yeah,
We're like
I-
the late night show.
But it was still.
I'm going to start my comedy act.
Okay, great. Can you do a quick 5 to
I'll
kick
do
it
a
off?
quick stand up.
Yeah.
I
the
would
crowd
love
going.
that. Can you prepare something?
What type of rating do we have here?
Oh, well, it's got to be family
I'll
oriented.
think about it.
Okay,
Let
if
me
you
start getting my notebook out.
guys, we have a great show for you tonight.
But first, we bring a single curtain that we have to hold up and then we
Yeah.
part it so you can walk through.
That's how I get my start.
I thought you had a thought going there for a second.
No, I think it's gone.
It's
now.
gone. It happens.
No, it's fine.
So I'm excited about that. I'm not breaking my rule. It sounds like I broke my rule. I am ready for that.
Oh,
I've decided.
not to be excited before the thing.
Before
actually
the thing.
happens.
I almost missed it last year. Ended
Yeah.
up having to have my flu game.
Yeah, you did have your flu game. It
was rough.
You know, whenever you're sick, just spend the day watching a Walking
Walking
Dead
Dead
marathon.
marathon.
How do you remember that?
I remember
48.
I remember being out with like I think Dima and Hillary. We were at a convenience store or something, and I was like, "What is Sully? Do you need med?" And I was like bringing Sully medicine and like Gatorades and stuff.
It worked.
It's like anything to help him do this like 1 hour show.
You
That was
saved
so
it.
much fun. It was such a good show.
That was a
Yeah,
good
that was
show.
our best one.
yeah.
We had a great
Okay.
audience.
Yeah.
Hopefully, all you guys will be back this year. Let's have the exact same audience we had last year.
Yep. If everybody could sit exactly where they
Yes,
were
yeah.
too. I think we all know.
Oh my god! Wouldn't that be awesome? Every year we had photos and like
the reunion show.
It's like an award ceremony. Yeah.
black tie affair.
That would be amazing.
I mean, 7:45 at night. People have time to like enjoy the con
go
for the
get
day.
dinner.
Grab a bite.
Yeah.
Maybe a pre-beverage.
5 burger
Yeah.
napkin.
Just saying.
Sully got the vapors.
I'm the Clem.
Oh, that
Yesterday I had a
just fell in
craving
the-
for a burger, and that's all I could think about. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, where does that fall in the ranking of like?
I think it might be my favorite burger.
It's your favorite
Over-
burger?
What a burger.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they're different. You gotta have the
It's
right
diff- yeah,
scale.
sure.
That's
You
true.
got- in one
that's
category,
a more
you got
gourmet burger.
like
It's not
Mc-
fast food because you're sitting and you're waiting.
You're sitting
Yes,
pretty.
Sitting down is definitely one
Yep.
of its own
The
categories. yeah.
floor,
Okay, so the categories are fast food and then sit.
sitting
Well,
and waiting.
there's fast
floor
food
is
like
greasy and
McDonald's,
slippery.
Burger King,
Kind of the fastest
Sonic,
food.
the fastest.
And then
Slower paced is like
Yeah.
Five Guys Whataburger, and then you got your sit down burgers.
sit them on down.
Yeah, those 5 napkin place called the Love Shack in Texas that I really dig. I went to this place called in Amsterdam that I can't remember the name of, but that might actually be the best burger I ever had. And that was just the burger. That's
All right.
just saying.
Wow.
All right.
Huh.
Enough of
Amsterdam, you say?
that. How about some sporty talk? We realize we have those of us who are
sports
interested in the
to
sport.
Brocast.
That's right.
Well, the cast within a cast
That's true.
with the bros. That was me. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I was
okay. I was
tapping
like-
my foot
I was
accidentally.
like, oh
there.
my gosh, is that a ghost?
we have a.
Is that Pennywise?
Oh gosh.
It's a giant eyeball.
I will say when I was watching it too. Well, we'll talk about it in a second. Never mind. Let's keep going.
I don't know. We're there now.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
okay,
go
so
for it. Should we
so
just?
no. Well,
Okay.
okay. The woman sitting next to me was speaking at this volume during the whole movie,
Ugh.
and got up in the middle of it to go use the restroom, I think, and just dropped everything on the ground. Glass shattered. She lost her phone. Everything was lit up.
Did she have to be like, can you look for my phone?
Yes.
Move.
Yes. And it was just like, so in my mind, that was Pennywise.
I was going to say that would be my Pennywise.
That's true.
That would end that.
Yeah.
All right, sports talk. NFL. We're week 2. We got some sporty ball fans
We
out
got
there.
a
We got
lot of
new
injuries this past weekend. Ben went down.
big uns.
Drew Brees
Should we
went
first
down.
say we're in a fantasy league here at Funko?
We
Yes.
are,
Organized
yes.
by Ashley.
Yes. I am one gal with 9 men.
If only they could see my face straight.
And I think I'm going up
blushing.
against Victor in our
In this week, week
this
3?
week in our
I'm not
licensing
sure
team.
who I'm going up against. Let's see.
Sully, it looks like you're about to win. This
I
week's.
believe the word I would use is annihilation.
Oh, annihilation. Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
I scored the most points in our league
Yeah, you did.
against the person with the fewest points in our league.
Oh my gosh.
That's not the
I
matchup
didn't
you want.
do well this week. Only 100 points. But I have Landry. If he throws up at least 19 tonight, I could beat Mike.
So you have a vested interest in watching Monday Night Football.
Oh, well, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
come on. Baseball is right now, so, I don't know. It's been fun. Everyone's been involved,
Yeah.
talkative. Matt will come over from the other building and talk
some
to
smack.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than when you're in a fantasy league and someone or a few people just don't participate. They
Yeah.
don't make the changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
an empty slot in
That's
their
why
lineup.
I specifically asked everyone, like,
Yeah.
will you participate?
If you won't,
Do you
just
actually? If you don't want to participate, it's cool.
it's just easier for you to not.
Yeah.
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 I
I asked
just
several people that were like, and I'm like, are you in or not?
no. As soon as they hesitate, not.
I'm glad that we auto drafted too, just because I
Just
feel
made
like
it a little easier.
Yeah.
It would have been fun to do a big draft.
for
but
sure.
That's a whole
I've
other
only
thing.
done a live draft once. It takes a while.
It does.
does.
And I was like, we would need to like rent out the lounge for like 4 or 5 hours. We should do
Yeah.
it sometime. But
Yeah.
Start planning it months ahead.
yeah, it's fun though. It's
So-
nice because you get to learn, players on other teams, not just your favorite team.
Yeah. Yeah. I
That's
do
what I
like
like
that
about it,
aspect
yeah.
of it. I think you get to know it a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, just like watching Hard Knocks, now I'll actually watch a different game that I would not have cared about before, just to see.
With rooting interests.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beyond just I like the red team or whatever.
Yep, exactly.
Ironically, the one team I would never root for, I have their kicker and their quarterback on my team right
Oh,
now.
you have Dak?
I have
Not
their
proud.
running back and their defense, and I'm not stoked on it either.
Your running back will pay off.
Yeah.
defense?
Their defense,
Could shape up. They're very young.
yeah,
Could shape up
we'll
as the
see.
season marches on.
We'll see.
So, any predictions? Not fantasy, but in the real deal as to who will go
This
all
is
the way.
just-
So who's playing the Patriots at the Super
Yeah,
Bowl?
I
Is
mean,
that
the
what we're
Patriots
saying?
are-
That's fair.
Kansas City and Baltimore could
Yeah.
give them a run for their money, but the Patriots look really dang good, and I hate to say it, but they do.
Yeah. More power to them. Why
Yeah.
not? It would be fun to see a Chiefs Super Bowl. Like, just get him in there. Because I like Patrick Mahomes.
Me
He's
too,
a good
he's
player.
cool.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Aaron Rodgers State Farm commercial with
Yeah.
his agent?
Like, we're
This is my
friends.
Mahomie, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. I did.
Well, the tables have turned.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, I think the NFC is really like a toss up, but the
Yeah.
AFC is those 3 teams.
Totally.
Like, I mean, it's certainly not the Dolphins.
Man.
2 weeks, 110 points scored against them to their 10.
I will
Well,
say, though, if you're a Dolphins fan and you're supporting your team right now,
Well,
good for you.
I get it because I'm
Good
a Mariners
for
fan,
you.
so I get it.
Because I think that's actually kind of a fun time to be a fan, because then you can be like, look at this. Sure,
Yeah,
why not
they're
do
in
this?
in a weird rebuilding mode.
Yeah.
Like they kind of have been, but I don't
Since
know.
1978.
Yeah, since they're winning.
Since
season.
Marino.
Do you guys think Pats will go 16-0?
I think they could.
I think they could,
that there's
too.
I saw some stat that said it's less than 2% likelihood that they'll do it. But I mean, does Belichick care about that stat at all?
He'll say he doesn't, but
I
I
didn't
bet
think
he
their
does.
defense was going to look as good as they do, but their defense looks really good.
Hey,
If
they
Brady
have-
stays healthy, it's possible.
Yeah.
They
That's
have
the key.
Former Seahawk Michael Bennett on their D line.
Former
Wakanda
Houston.
forever. Did you see
I know, I
that?
saw that. Did you see that, Sully?
Uh-uh.
You know, they like Sunday night they say like what school they're from.
Oh, yeah.
He did that.
He was like Michael Bennett, Wakanda forever.
That's kind of cool.
Former Texan Jadeveon Clowney on your Seahawks now?
And former Texan Dwayne Brown.
You got Dwayne also?
Dwayne is the man.
Yes, Dwayne.
Yeah,
is
he's
really
been holding
good.
it down.
Clowney's been really good. Couple
Yeah.
batted
Oh,
balls.
yeah,
He hasn't. I don't think he's gotten a sack yet, but
I don't think so.
he,
but
he
he's
is disrupted.
The standard rule is as an athlete leaves the city of Houston, they have the best year of their career.
That's the
first
standard
year, so-
rule for Mariners baseball.
Jadeveon's going at least 20 and a half sacks this year.
It is. I don't know how many times I watched other Major League Baseball teams, and it's like former Mariner, former Mariner, former
they're just
Mariner.
like
Record
And they're
breaking
just
season?
raking.
They-
and you're like,
yeah.
okay, cool.
So, Sully, obviously you are rooting for the Texans this year.
That
Are
is
there any
accurate.
other teams that you're rooting for on the side too?
Whoever's playing against the Cowboys.
Okay.
No, I'm just in for good football. I did
Yeah.
enjoy watching the Hard Knocks. Thank you to you for recommending it, Ashley. On the Raiders, and so I like to see how that plays out because there were a few guys on that squad that I really liked seeing their backstory,
Yeah.
and I'd like to see them develop as players.
That tight end, I forget his name. That was like he was in the league and in Baltimore, and then he got on like
Drugs.
and
Yes.
I cannot
Was
believe
it
that
Harris?
something like that he made it all the way back to the NFL. It's extremely hard to make it in the NFL in general,
Yeah.
and to have that type of obstacle is crazy.
Yeah, and he was celebrating 2 years of sobriety when
Yeah.
they were on Hard Knocks.
And like
which
whatever
is
city
impressive.
he's in, he'll find a group to go to. And
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. But
Yeah, definitely. I'm rooting for him as an individual.
Yep.
I love to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if y'all haven't, as a fan, watched Hard Knocks, I would highly recommend it, regardless of your team is on it or not. It's just a really cool,
All
like,
or
behind
Nothing
the
is really
scenes.
good on Amazon too.
All or Nothing?
They did the Carolina Panthers last year, and I was never like a big Cam Newton fan, but after watching that, I saw him in a little bit different light, and his outfits are great.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of his
The outfits
stylist.
are pretty great.
I'll say.
Yeah.
They are bold. A bold person.
Yep.
Ashley, you're rooting for the Seahawks.
I'm rooting
and,
for the Seahawks. I'm not optimistic that they're going to go to the Super Bowl.
Hey, if they get a playoff game, so be it.
Yeah. I mean, I think the
have a
NFC is
development
an
season.
extremely hard division. You got the Rams, Saints are kind of questionable now. You have Green Bay
You
and
got the
Minnesota.
Vikings, yeah.
Like, it's
This
it's
isn't the
hard.
year, but what if the Texans played the Seahawks?
That'd be crazy. We
That
would
would
have
be-
to do some bets.
That'd be a party around here.
Yeah, something bad would happen.
It'd be like you and Kayla versus Cam and I. So
Oh yeah.
it'd be
Wow.
even numbered.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You never
that's
stood
great.
a chance.
You heard it first.
It's going to be a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's NFL. Any other NFL thoughts? How about we turn our focus to MLB?
Oh, I got nothing on that.
Nothing?
No, I
I
got
haven't
nothing
followed-
on MLB. I'm just never followed baseball. I don't dislike it. I don't have the time.
That is a
Postseason.
time commitment.
It is. I haven't watched as much this year because the Mariners are in a rebuilding year, but we have our Ichiro Pop Night on the 28th, if anyone's in the Seattle area. And
Those look
2 weeks
great.
away from playoffs.
Playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of probably a dumb question, but they're out of the playoffs, or
Oh,
They've
I
been
don't know
out
if they were
since
officially
April?
eliminated yet, but they can play.
since April.
They can play spoiler though.
They could-
Like someone that's on the cusp of being in the
Oh.
wild card, like the Oakland Athletics, they could spoil that for them.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Like they
Which
could
is
ruin it
just-
for somebody else.
just toxic as well.
Yeah, just win and knock them out of being in the playoffs. But we do have some prospects that came up that are good to watch.
Is there
so.
like a young guy who just
Kyle
joined?
Lewis, yeah.
Yeah, I heard
He's
some
really
nice
good,
things
yeah.
about him.
But
I saw that the Red Sox were out, which that's kind of my
they
backup
didn't have a very
team.
good year. I think they had World Series hangover.
Yeah.
But Yankees are always good.
My old
Kayla's
team, the
Astros
Stros,
are
yeah.
doing really well.
The
So.
Stros.
Their whole take it back motto this year.
Playoff baseball is great though.
It
if
is.
you
Yeah.
want to like start watching or baseball and you don't
That'll
really
get you hooked.
That's the time.
that'll get you hooked. The last couple of World Series, last couple of years have been phenomenal. They've
Yep.
gone to Game 7, like
Yeah.
last 2 innings.
High stakes.
Yeah, like that's the kind of baseball you want to see. And a lot of people say baseball's boring, and it's like no, you just have to get you have to watch it. You
You
have
have
to know
to
the
want to
players.
watch it.
Yeah, I mean, but there's so many baseball games in a year. You don't necessarily have to watch them all.
It
true.
is impossible.
Yeah, my brother probably watches
It's what 181
quite a
games,
few. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Are there any teams right now that are becoming like the darlings of this year? Like their season's going better than expected, or you're finding yourself rooting for them
I mean,
a little bit more?
the Dodgers are always really good. They've won their
Yeah.
division the last like 8 or 9 years in a row. So they're kind of like the NL favorite. But the Minnesota Twins are doing really well. So that's exciting to see because they were kind of in a rebuild year the last 2
cool.
years. But
Yeah,
Yankees turned
paying
it
off
on
a little
again
bit.
this
Yankees
year.
are always there.
When your payroll's $4
Yeah.
trillion a year.
Yeah, that is so crazy. That and the fact that each park can be a different size is so
That
weird
literally
to me.
drives me nuts
in
because
baseball.
in the Astros stadium, left field is like 300 is like one of the shortest. It probably is the shortest left field in Major League Baseball. It's got to be top 2, 3.
Yep.
And then you go to Boston, you got to hit over this monster in the same area. It's crazy to me. But I mean that kind of makes baseball cool. I guess.
Yeah,
I dig
it
that
adds
'cause,
personality to
Yeah.
each
Like
place,
when they
but-
built Minute Maid, it was Enron when it first started, but they had Towels Hill, that hill in the center
Yeah.
field, and then anytime a opposing center fielder would have to run up it, it just ate their
Oh,
lunch.
that was awful.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. This is the first year it hasn't been there, right?
Yeah, they demoed it. I think it was out last year.
Yeah,
wait,
people
so-
were getting hurt left and right on that thing.
So there was a
Literal
hill that
hill.
you'd have to run up,
Yeah.
and it was in the park.
Yes.
Like it wasn't.
It was
It was
in
a
play. Center
complete-
field, 430 feet.
Oh,
What
that
a
was a complete
scam.
joke.
Oh
That
my
makes me mad
God.
now because
was
there would be
rough.
so many balls that would be hit in there that would be a home run, and then center fielder has to go lollygagging up this hill. It made no sense.
That's
I loved
ridiculous.
it. As soon as
Yeah.
somebody would hit it, it'd be like, oh, it's about to eat the Cardinals' lunch. No way. The center fielder can't. Oh, he caught it. Dang
So
it.
okay, let's design a ballpark and just put a moat in the middle of it.
Yeah,
Call it a day?
basically.
All right, cool.
And
I
have
think
him swim.
Just
through
let them
it.
all take steroids, push the walls back to 600 feet. Let's
There's
do
just
this.
one loose tiger.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's just
For
sorry.
safety.
I'm sorry. Who lives in the park? Am I supposed to take him out of the park for the game? Play through, gentlemen.
Would have been a triple play, but that guy's dead now.
This is what do they call it though? Like the best time of year in sports is coming up, where like
October.
NBA, like
Yeah.
football and baseball all overlap. There's a
And
game
new
on every
TVs on.
night.
Yeah.
And Disney Plus is about to launch.
Oh my god.
Ugh. Well-
but we have no time.
I know it's impossible.
October is the month. I'm gonna need a whole year to recover.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, that was sports talk, bro talk, right in the middle.
Bro talk.
There it is.
Hopefully, we didn't lose too many of you.
It'll probably it was probably a one-off because when Hillary and Deemer were back, we'd lose them.
Okay, I have
But
a
if
theory.
you like it, let us know.
Yeah,
I do think that if Dima were a football fan, he would be a Saints fan because they're the most goth uniform in
Raiders.
NFL.
Oh,
I know, but like a fleur-de-lis on a black, I just feel like it's a little bit more.
Do you think he'd
ominous.
get into face paint?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
maybe. You know, they went to New Orleans. What if he came back
And
sporting a Breeze
he was
jersey?
like, "Oh man, my guy Breeze is out for 6 weeks."
I'd
Just
be
bought
like-
this jersey.
He's like,
Some profanities would come out of my mouth. I'd be like,
I would
like
love
I
that.
like the Saints. I
I like
think
the
they're
Saints
a
too,
cool
but just
team.
all of a sudden you're a sports fan? Huh?
Yeah, it would die hard.
I'm
Yeah.
not a big fan of their Week 1 performance this year.
I thought it was a little bit insulting that they could just score points.
Yeah.
I mean, who lets them?
I mean,
do
the
that?
game was over.
Yeah.
37 seconds. Just go into the locker
Just
room.
come on, preserve your thumb.
Let's just say I'm not sad that we don't have to face Drew Brees next week.
Yeah, me too. I was telling Sully like, no AJ Green first week, no Ben second week, now no Drew.
Although Ben's backup, I think, played better than him.
yeah.
Yeah.
That kid Mason.
Yeah,
something-
Rudolph or something.
Mason Rudolph. Yeah,
Not
he
a
just
high
jumped
bar.
in.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
dropped
I'm not a-
Roethlisberger last
Whoa.
week
I'm not
in
a
the middle of
Steelers
it.
fan by any means.
Oh, me neither.
No, no offense.
No offense.
No, I mean as a
No
Seahawks
defense, I
fan,
mean.
I can't. Like you just can't.
No, I would root for the Patriots over them any day of the week.
I grew up outside of Philadelphia. It was like Eagles, Seahawks.
There you go.
Can't do it.
Yeah,
fair.
Can't do it.
Well, I wasn't that far. I was 4 hours from Dallas, and there's no way I'm sporting that star.
I'm not sporting that stuff.
Nope.
Between them and the Foilers.
Yes, the new name we've come up with the Titans because they've retained the Oilers' love you blue colors. They are the Foilers.
All right. I like it.
They actually had a really nice game this weekend.
Yeah,
They
didn't
did. They looked good.
Hate to say it.
All right, moving right along. We talked a little bit about It 2. You guys got to see it, both of you, right?
Yes.
Thoughts on that?
Did you see that the cast unboxed the mystery minis?
Oh, no way.
We shared it on our Instagram
saw
stories
that.
over
That
the
was really
weekend.
cool. I
didn't see it.
They were like opening up the boxes and like posing with them and stuff. Hopefully they post them.
Who all was there?
It was like everyone. Jessica
Really?
Chastain and Bill Hader and I mean everyone was there. I think even who plays
McAvoy?
Pennywise? Who plays Pennywise?
Skarsgård.
I just forgot his name. Yeah, Bill Skarsgård
Yep.
was there. Yeah, I think it looked like they were all just kind of sitting in like a press.
Oh,
thing.
that's rad.
Yeah.
I think we should have been invited to that.
You want to meet James McAvoy?
I really want to meet James McAvoy. And
that would be
actually,
cool.
Bill Hader more than
Yeah,
McAvoy.
Bill Hader seems like a cool guy.
I heard he had that's the main reason I want to even see that movie. Is because he's in it.
He was really good in it.
He's great.
I mean, the whole cast is great in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was.
That's a
he was
stellar cast.
good in it.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it is actually like greater than some of its parts too. Like I thought that nobody really outshone anybody else too much. It was
Good.
really fun to watch. Great ensemble cast. I mean,
That's pretty rare.
yeah,
There was a time when you had a giant cast like that, it was almost a recipe for disaster.
yeah,
But I think with the Marvel movies, they've really started to figure out how to have the balance for everybody.
totally. What did you think of the movie, Ashley?
I really liked it. It's not quite. I think I still like 1 a little bit better than 2, just
Yeah.
because it was a little bit more like nostalgic and a little more campy with the kids and stuff like that. But I really liked it. I thought they did a good job like wrapping things up and
Yeah.
kind of telling their story after the fact. But no, it was good. I don't want to ruin anything for anyone.
Yeah.
But
Do-
I could have used more Pennywise though.
I felt the same way. I felt the same way. There
I
was
thought he was in 1 a little bit more than 2,
Interesting.
but yeah.
Yeah. I felt like some of because they kind of mirror what they do in 1, where like the kids kind of each have their own interaction and moment with Pennywise, and I feel like a lot of the complaints were about the length. Probably could have been like a little bit.
Oh, it was like 3
short.
hours, right?
But I actually
I
really
thought the length
enjoyed
was
it.
fine, yeah.
I could have spent more time in Derry, to be honest, and if they had broken it into 3 movies, even I would have enjoyed it.
Yeah,
but I know
same.
it's in clean cut, young and old, but.
I cannot imagine like the amount of money that franchise has made that they won't do something else. Like, do you
Yeah.
think they're going to do a prequel to
With a clown baby?
Absolutely.
with a little clown?
I'd love
baby?
to see
Clown
it
baby.
set in like the Western time.
I would have
Oh,
liked
like
to
when
have
they're
known
settling?
Yeah.
more about Derry
Yeah.
and why did he pick there or how did he end up there kind
Yeah.
of thing, and I don't know.
Well, never mind.
Spoiler.
Not a spoiler. I mean, the book also has been out for like, what, 30, 40 years?
Oh, you got to wait 50 before you can spoil a book. No, I'm
A
just
book
kidding.
spoiler? Those are rare.
First time.
But
I'd
it's-
like to read the book.
Yeah. I
I
would
don't
too,
know if
actually.
I could have the time, but
Yeah.
that's like
It's a thick
1,200
one.
pages or something. Yeah.
Oh, God.
And I heard it's quite frightening. So
Yeah, my brother, big Stephen King fan, and he said that one got him.
yeah.
It's really cool.
It's good though.
Not a big reader myself, so
I do think you should see it in theaters if you get a chance, though.
I still might.
And
You
it seems like, 1 really does set it as it's like a horror movie,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not really like a jump scare or gory kind of movie. It's like more of a psychological. I
Yeah,
don't even
it's
want to
just
say
more of like a
thriller.
thriller, I would say,
Like
yeah.
it's better than it's a more diverse movie than that. It has more of like a more functionality to it than I think people want to give it, because
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh, scary clown, but like it's actually like an action adventure movie kind of. It's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
I will admit, other than the Saw franchises, I usually steer clear of any of the jump scare, gory stuff. But
Yeah.
it's because there's a good story.
Yeah.
It's tough to get to, but
this
it's a
movie
great
is
story.
Beautifully made, really well acted, no detail left undone. Really, it's beautiful. I
Pretty
loved it.
rare.
I really enjoyed it. It's also rare to see a movie like that well made that has such a big budget and big reach, like a huge blockbuster movie like that. It feels.
I didn't
rare
really
to
feel like
me.
there was any flaws on it. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right.
It was just.
I'm wondering if it's suffering from. I don't know that people expected a lot out of the original It
Yeah.
after the
Yeah. I think
you're
miniseries had
probably
been out
right.
years ago, and then they were
And the
pleasantly
miniseries
surprised.
is just campy.
Oh, absolutely.
I need to watch it. I haven't seen
It's,
it, but
I didn't finish the second part of it, but the first part is pretty on par with 1, which is good. But it's
I watched it a long time ago. I don't remember much.
the
about it.
clown. Who plays the clown in
Tim
the-
Curry.
Yeah, it's more of like a carnival clown than
Yeah.
like a
And like
scary.
a creepy
yeah.
shapeshifter clown.
Yeah, and then a clown with like 84 sets of teeth.
Well, it was a mini series for television at the time, and I don't think they could have got away with.
It was really
what they
hard to
could
find
today.
to rent. I remember I
yeah.
watched it right when 1 came out, and I remember it was really hard to find. So I don't know if it's still like that, but
Back in my video store days, we had the big VHS
Yep.
2-pack for that one.
yeah, you should watch it
Double
sometime.
thick.
stacker. A thicken. To quote a beautiful genius. All right, so that's it, too. I'm going to go see it at some point. If I don't get to the
You got
theaters
it.
to see it, I'll wait till a summer afternoon with all the windows open and watch that. I don't know what it is about that helps, but... All right. Borderlands 3 came out over the weekend, and I had to talk Borderlands 3. I'm a big fan of both Gears and Borderlands, so this is my time. Whatever the sports version of that is that we said earlier. It's
This is your Super Bowl?
Game time right now.
It's Equinox.
I played I played Gears last weekend. I played Borderlands this past weekend. I really, really am enjoying Borderlands.
It's good. I wasn't going to download it until after we came back from Comic-Con because I'm going on vacation and just busy. And then I downloaded it, and it was like, well, goodbye.
Of course, yeah.
What made you download it?
My brother got it, and he was texting me about it, and was like, "Nope, you need to download it so we can play and all this." So, I mean, I've loved all the Borderlands games before. It's right on par with all the rest of them.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, graphics are great. The story is great. I like the meat puppets are back, and they're calling cars like meat machines or something.
There's so many crazy
I know. I need
terms
to
they have.
yeah. So it's just a fun. Claptrap is a great character. Like it's just.
I was
recommend.
earlier
And I think
today.
you could start playing Borderlands 3 without playing any of the ones before. And it'd be
absolutely.
fine.
Yeah. I was looking through Twitter earlier today, and people were sharing screenshots of the craziest weapons and shields that they've gotten so far. And one guy picked up a legendary or epic shield, and it was 0000. Like it didn't do anything except for give you some weird perk. I'm like, seriously?
Right.
But that's Borderlands for you.
Yeah.
There's
no.
a gun that shoots guns in this one.
I know. I have a gun
gun?
right now that, like, once you reload it, you throw it at them and then it explodes. And I was like, it's great.
I've got a shotgun where
That's
when
fun.
you melee, it actually, like, as you're hitting them, it shoots them again.
Yeah.
My gosh.
It's fun.
I finally got a pretty good sniper, and I was playing with somebody the other day, co-op in a level
Co-op
I
is
had
fun
already
on that
done,
game, too.
and they hadn't. So I was just hanging back, just popping skulls.
Yeah.
That's so much fun because
It is
it's
fun.
vicious.
Yeah.
It is just gory. Love it. That's what I want from my video
good game.
games.
Yep.
Yeah, lots of comedy,
Recommend.
a lot of BDJs in there.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, there is.
Any thoughts on Borderlands 3, Cameron?
No, I haven't played 3. I got 1 in a Steam sale years ago, and then I got 2 shortly after that. And
I played the one on the Vita. Or,
I forgot there was.
the
yeah.
Vita Borderlands?
yeah, that was good.
Was that one of the sequential ones, or was it made just for
It was
Vita?
made off for the Vita,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
it was
that's cool.
good, yeah.
Shooters were notoriously tricky on those.
They were kind of hard, but I still played it.
Yeah.
because you only had the one
Yep.
D-pad.
No, you had 2.
You did?
Yeah.
On the Vita?
I think so. Or PSP.
Maybe I'm thinking PSP.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
No,
I
you had
remember
2.
the
What-
PSP was underrated,
The
too.
one that was nicer, I don't remember the newer
The Vita
one.
was the newer one.
Vita
Yeah.
wasn't.
And it was a fantastic
before
system.
its time.
It was.
It was.
Before its time.
Yeah.
Touchscreen,
It's the same-
OLED screen.
It's the same with the Dreamcast. I think they were both
Yeah.
like way too much,
Dreamcast
way
was
too.
way early.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah.
so
I remember
cool.
having a Dreamcast and being like, is this allowed? Like, it's so
We're
Yeah.
in the future now.
Somebody-
We
It-
never had one, and I always wanted one. It's
Yeah.
like we didn't get a PlayStation until we were older either. It was just Nintendo.
Hmm.
But
That's a rough upbringing.
I
Yeah,
know.
you did it. Meanwhile, I was playing on Atari 2600 and Nintendo for the majority of my childhood. So, yes, Atari 2600. All right, we should move along. Important announcement. How about some giveaways?
Giveaways, you say?
Videos, you're saying? Mm-hmm. No, giveaways. In episode 119, my episode with Brian about the boys, promised some more Twitter winners in the beginning there. And I got three winners.
3.
Got An Chan, Joe B, and Sabrina Hensley are all winners of a Funko Shop Box of Fun and a Social Media Freddy Funko Pop. I will DM each of you on Twitter to get your deets so we can mail those out to you. Then over on SoundCloud, I promise a Social Media Freddy Funko Pop and a Funcast shirt. And our winner this week is Jin, Jin, not the drink. Jen, you're my winner. I'll DM you there. This week, we're going to do the same thing again. So for episode 120, if you share the Funcast and you are selected randomly from all of our entrants, you will get a Funko Shop Box of Fun. That's the one sold on Funko.com during Fun Days, as well as a Social Media Freddy Funko Pop. And I will, again, pick multiple winners. So, did we have you pick the emoji last week?
I think so, because I picked corn.
Corn?
I think.
So, your emoji time.
Just a white shoe.
Is there, that's an emoji? Mm-hmm. All right, so
You
you
better
need
believe
to...
it.
The sneaker?
The sneaker.
sneaker.
The white shoe.
Sneaker.
The white shoe.
The white shoe. That's a sneaker.
I'll write that down. Nathan Fillion. Sorry, white shoe. It's hard to write one thing while you're saying another. That's
It
not
is.
easy.
Notebook falls on the ground, and you're like,
You got-
it
you
would
got
just
the
pick it up,
Fillion
and it's just
brain
like
again.
pages of
Mr.
Nathan
Doctor,
Fillion.
Doctor, Mr.
Mr.
Fillion.
Fillion. You got the Fillion brain
Mr.
again?
Mr. Fillion.
Fillion.
Keep calm and Fillion.
Oh, my.
wow.
Drop that on you. All right, so in
Wow.
order to enter to win that Funko Shop Box of Fun and a social media Freddy Funko Pop, you need to share the Funcast from where you listened, whatever the channel. It's got a URL in there. Grab the URL, drop it in a tweet, use the hashtag Funko Funkast. That's FUNK.
Oh.
FUNKAST. One more time. FUNK.
Oh.
FUNKAST.
Fight.
And tell people why they should listen. Plus, drop in that white shoe
White
emoji.
sneaker emoji.
Sneaker emoji.
That's right.
Sneaky, sneaky. Mm-hmm. And then on SoundCloud, go over there, listen to the Funcast, or if you listen to it somewhere else, just jump over to SoundCloud and leave a comment.
Come on, man. Just do it.
Just do it. I mean, again, that would be a great theme for somebody.
I still don't think so.
You don't
but
you're not buying it?
No, I don't see how.
Well, how will we ever know? But go over on SoundCloud and comment for a chance to win. What is it? A social media Freddy Funko Pop and a Funcast T-shirt.
Whoa.
Oh.
Do it.
Oh.
All right, now time for videos.
You got a breakdown of this?
Huh?
You got a breakdown of this?
I got a breakdown.
All right.
You ready?
Videos, you say?
There it is.
All right.
We've got a few new videos up on the old
There it is.
That's my cue.
YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/originalfunko. This past week, we uploaded a new Paka Paka reveal. That is the Munchies.
They're
which-
so dang
I
cute.
saw a lot of people were like, I like everything you've shown, but the Munchies, that's where it's at.
The little pug.
You would.
He's on my desk already.
Oh.
I might know a guy or a girl or a gal or a guy or a girl.
Sully, are you going to pass out?
Have a hard time breathing. All right, Paka Paka, we got the Haunted Mansion unboxing. Yes, those are probably gone from your local Target and Box Lunch.
Still check. You never know.
Please do. I saw somebody pick up on the Chrome 3-pack
Yeah.
over this past weekend, I think, on Twitter.
Still
so
there.
You
there's
never
still
know.
a chance. And then we did our live last Thursday, September 12th. 6,500 people jumped in on that.
Wow.
Kyle
Nice.
did a great job with that, by the way.
He did, all on his lonesome,
Yes.
all alone.
All alone.
He did a great job.
Lonely Kyle, all alone.
So those are fun. If you haven't been joining us for the live unboxings, if it falls at a weird time during the week, I'm sorry. We try to do them Wednesdays afternoons at 2 p.m. Pacific. If you can jump in, there's a giveaway every week. Or if you can catch it afterwards, you can still enter the giveaway. Got some good stuff in there. I think we gave away, didn't we give a Big Yella
Big
away
Yella
this week?
and Social Freddy. And was there something else?
Just a couple of fellas.
Just a couple of
A
guys.
Yella fella
and
and a Freddy fella.
A fella pack.
I'm just weird.
We're just talking now.
So this week, actually last week,
We're just going to let it happen.
episode 119 of the Funcast on YouTube, I picked a winner. Rose Winters is our winner. She'll get a surprise prize pack. But because it's YouTube, I can't send a DM. So, Rose, I hope you're listening. If you're listening, you hear that's your name, email us, podcast@funko.com, so that we can get you your prize. This week, episode 120 will go up on YouTube again. Leave a comment below for a chance to win a surprise prize pack. Surprise pack. Surprise
The
prize.
mystery.
SPP.
Sully,
Building
So-
the
You're-
mystery.
To win a
you're freaking me out.
Sorry, I just like wordplay. All right, so go do that. Don't forget the YouTube channel for Funko is youtube.com/originalfunko. Any notes on YouTube? Thoughts?
No, that was perfect.
Vidges?
That was
Nice
perfect.
job.
How about cool stuff we saw last week?
Last week.
Hillary?
Nope. Just my own twang.
You're doing a
Well
nice
done.
job.
Very.
I don't.
Very
not as
Creed.
confident when she's not around. But she's here in spirit.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll start with Cameron
Okay.
for cool stuff
Guys,
we saw last week.
Tell me.
Growing up, I was a huge fan of The Far Side comic series by Gary Larson. Share a birthday with him. Consider him close family.
I don't
Never
even
met
know what
him.
this is.
He, Ashley, I feel like you would
don't.
love The Far Side.
You
Far
would.
Side is
I've never even heard of
it's a
this.
single panel comic. I think it was for like 15 years. He did it 10, 15 years, like 80s to 90s. It's still like kind of prevalent today. In a lot of ways, it's like viral tweets now, but just in one panel comic form. I loved them growing up. I thought he was super funny, and he updated his site for the first time in like 5 or 10 years to say that more Far Side stuff is coming.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really excited about that. Totally unexpected and kind of unusual, but really fun.
Would the Far Side money run out from before? Time to get
Hey,
back
I
on
don't
that?
know. I don't know. How many times can you reprint the same collection like over and over? But it got me thinking, like, what if we did a vinyl series on iconic Far Side recurring characters? Ooh,
brainstorm.
I'm gonna have
That'd
to
be
check
really
this
fun.
out.
I just think you would like it because it's just kind of like off kilter humor. Kind of funny.
I mean, I love a good meme. So
yeah,
it's like a meme.
it's in the neighborhood. I think.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
sending memes
sure-
all day.
I think.
you know.
Yeah.
You've seen some of them recycled. You just
Okay.
don't know
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
The one I always think about is there's a kid like leaning against
Yeah.
a door,
And
and it
it's-
says something about like it's
It
for,
says pull.
Yeah.
And he's leaning against it, and this is like, I don't remember what the school.
it's like a
says.
school for the super intelligent or
Yeah.
something. But here he
Ah.
is. Yeah,
Okay,
He had to be there.
check it out.
I totally blew that whole
God,
description.
yeah.
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 That
It's
thing
hard, it's
with
hard to
stuff.
describe a comic. It was like that and Calvin and Hobbes were the things that I read
Yeah.
growing up. But
I had a Far Side calendar, one of those
Yeah.
one a day jobbers.
Classic.
Ashley,
I don't know if we've talked about it already, but the Righteous Gemstones. Did I take yours?
no, that's
Because I
fine.
have other things. That I can talk
It's
about.
worth talking about.
It is. We can just spitball. On HBO, if you watch Vice Principals, it has a lot of the same cast in it, but it's hilarious.
It is so good.
And I haven't watched the last episode, so you're ahead of me. But
There's 5 out now. That was 5.
it's just, I don't want to give too much away.
It's a weekly?
It's a weekly.
It's HBO.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
HBO.
I gotcha.
Matter of fact, I was going to bed last night, and as I laid down, I realized I'm not all that tired, and I got the notification from HBO there's a new episode. So right back to the television, I went, watched that, and it was a different one than the other 4. It's,
Okay.
You're gonna enjoy it though.
I'll watch it tonight, I think. But
Great cast, including Walton Goggins from
Who's amazing.
Justified, who I love. This weekend, I saw he's got another comedy half-hour show coming to like ABC or CBS this next season.
to check that out.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but
And I am also finally getting around to finishing season 2 of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
What do you think?
I like it, but
Yeah.
I don't know why it's taking me forever to finish it. But
You either have to sit down and watch it all.
my problem is I get distracted, like,
Yeah.
ooh, pretty colors. And like, I got to just pay attention and watch it. So,
Yeah.
but I love it. I love the cast. It's
Yeah.
dark and stormy, perfect season.
Perfect for the spooky
Especially when I was
season.
watching it the other night, it was like pouring and kind of thundering. And I was like, okay.
my favorite
down
time of
with
year. It's glorious.
But yeah.
Love it rainy outside. Yeah, Righteous Gemstones was going to be near the top of my list, but I have another. I'm late to the game on this one, but it got into Letterkenny.
Letterkenny?
Are you not familiar with this?
Oh, you would
What is
like it.
Letterkenny?
My God, this is for you, sir. It's Canadian based, and it's a family that runs a farm. They have a little fruit stand out by the side of the road, and it's just the shenanigans of these. They're like right out of high school, maybe 5
early
to 10 years out of high school,
mid 20s, yeah.
and it's mostly just the writing, just what they say to one another that's hysterical.
Yeah.
It's like Kevin Smith-esque to me, but Arrested Development in the speed of the comedy.
It's sometimes hard to understand what they're saying.
A lot of
though.
times.
Like, which I started it. Aaron Treat, who works here, actually recommended it to me. And I started it, and I thought it was funny, but I never picked it back up, so I might have to do it.
I finished season 1 in one sitting, 6 episodes. And immediately, like, my wife came in as I was finishing episode 6, and she's like, what is this? Because when you just catch a little clip of it, you're like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
Yeah.
And I played episode 1 from her, and I was catching jokes I didn't catch the first time, and I was laughing so hard. She's like, you really think this is that funny? And then by the end, she was laughing that hard, too.
It's on Hulu, right?
It is.
Yeah.
6 seasons on Hulu. So if you're looking for something to
So
get
dive
I'll
in.
have to get in there.
20-minute episodes, they're quick.
I watched a show called Chef over the weekend. Have you guys seen that?
The movie or the
The
series?
The series,
Yep.
based on the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, it's like an hour and a half and totally delightful. But it's Jon Favreau. Have you seen it? So it's Jon Favreau, and the whole movie's about him starting this food truck with his son, and it's like really sweet and fun. And then he does this whole show talking about how he actually learned how to cook for the movie to make it accurate, and fell in love with cooking as a result. So it's him and the guy who trained him, Roy Choi. They bring guests on, but it's a similar thing. It's like 6 episodes. episodes.
Yeah.
Super digestible to watch. And, worth a shot if you guys are interested in that at all.
The first one had Gwyneth Paltrow on.
Yes,
I
and
watched that.
That one was so funny because
Yeah.
they were talking to her about the movies she was in as Pepper Potts, and she couldn't remember which movies she had appeared in.
Oh gosh.
It was like, come on.
That came up in the headlines recently, too.
They were like, "Oh, remember you were in the same movie as Spider-Man?" And she's like, "No, I wasn't." It's like, "Yeah, you."
I
you
wonder if
definitely
that's
were."
because they're all
I'm John
filmed
Favreau.
weird, though.
Yeah.
Like you might not
Totally.
know. But
Yeah.
But I got to believe that like Robert Downey Jr. knows who he was in movies with. Maybe not.
Which version of
He's a quick
Robert?
old last 10 years.
Yeah,
He's a quick guy. I think he would
He
know.
is, yeah.
No offense.
it might
to
mean more to
Gwyneth.
some than others. I
Yeah.
guess. Like I don't know that
Yeah,
Gwyneth
that's
Paltrow is
fair.
like a big comics person. Maybe she is. I have no idea.
Didn't she have like an Academy Award or a Golden Globe or something?
I think so.
She's kind of a different tier of actress, you know?
Yeah, she is.
It could also be that they were filming while Endgame was doing like
Yeah.
a press run, and she didn't want to let anything leak. I mean, err on the side of caution.
Oh,
all the time,
that's smart.
so
Just play
I'm-
stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true.
I'm not calling her stupid. Just the acting.
Oh.
I mean, you gotta be
get
careful there.
Yeah. Gwyneth, I'm sorry.
Gwyneth, this is an
If you're
apology
listening-
video for Gwyneth Paltrow.
If Hiddleston or Rudd are listening and they're like friends with her, I totally get
they're
that.
all in the
guys.
car. They're all in the
No
car
harm.
headed to New York Comic Con to go to our podcast.
Yeah.
They're like, we're turning the
They're
car
all traveling
around.
together. It's
Yeah,
fine.
We
yeah.
were going to show up.
Now we don't want to.
No
Now
longer.
we're getting ice cream.
Just Loki and Ant-Man hanging out. All right. Did we all cool stuff?
I think we did.
We all
yeah.
cool
A lot of
stuffed
cool
up.
stuff.
We all cool stuffed.
Time to end this with some BDJs.
Do you want me to time you, or do you want to?
Oh, I'll just run through it.
You'll just run through. it?
Yeah,
Okay.
well-
All right.
I've got BDJs from Jed Wagman and Stephanie Tibbs. I read the ones from Jed Wagman. I haven't from Stephanie, so
Ooh, so
I'm
whoa.
trusting you, Steph. I hope this goes well. All right, are we ready? I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. Did you hear the rumor about butter? I'm not going to spread it. This graveyard looks overcrowded. People are dying to get in.
Oh, that is such a dad joke. That is the dad of dad jokes.
It is.
Did you hear about the guy that invented the knock knock joke? He won the Nobel Prize. All right, from Stephanie. What's a cat's favorite color? Purple. How do rabbits travel? Hairplane. What do bears say when they see tourists in sleeping bags? Sandwiches. Why did the farmer decide not to grow bananas any longer? They were already long enough. Did you hear about Darth Vader's harassment case? He's now a registered Sith offender. A boy goes to his father and says, Dad, can you tell me what a solar eclipse is? The dad says, no, son. My friend decided to get a tattoo of his favorite Star Wars character on her face. You should have seen the Luke on her face. What's a knight's favorite fish?
That's a bad one.
A swordfish. Never order your hay for your horses on Amazon because after a few days they will ask for your feedback.
Ooh, I like
Okay.
that one.
Wow.
Pretty good.
That is good. That was a whirlwind. I like
So many emotions.
Good job, Sully.
All right. I think that's it for the week. You guys got anything to add?
I don't think so.
No.
Join us on Wednesday for a live. Don't forget about your Funko Fashion Friday on Friday.
Oh, and Loungefly started doing Mini Backpack Monday. So if you've got any mini backpack photos from your last time, maybe at a
They
Disney
have
park.
mini backpacks now.
Yeah.
Man,
wristlets.
Yeah, they're so cute.
So yeah, post that with hashtag Mini Backpack Monday, and maybe we'll get shared by Loungefly and maybe Funko too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pro tip. All right. Well, then it's time to get out of here in 3, 2, 1.
Keep 'em
Nerd
untamed.
Night.